When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition is the
Here we go. For everybody that love to be in my comments talking shit, now's your chance. Talk to me. Yeah, I don't know if Clayton gonna show up or not. Hopefully he do, but he'll see the stream, and like I said, if he a man of his word, he'll, you know what I'm saying, send the bread. If not, then we'll let everybody know he ain't a man of his word.
Right.
You know, so usually we do, you know, the book of the day and all that stuff, but we gonna skip that today. Just get straight to it. So
right.
are you on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to share your screen and all that, just let me know, and then I'll be able to show it. And basically, you know, I'm not gonna do the people like Clayton did last time and try to give a bunch of personal experience and convince people to believe stuff. You know, I don't deal like that. What we gonna do is we gonna walk you through the steps of how you can prove to yourself that the earth is in fact round, and we're gonna demonstrate it to you and show you the method so how you can demonstrate it to yourself, so you can take all the belief and opinion aspects out of the equation. So what flat earthers secretly believe is that the powers that be want to hide the existence of God. In order to do so, they have convinced the world that the earth is round and that we are insignificant little specks in the vast universe that really don't mean much in the grand scheme of things. So they claim that NASA is a big hoax for money, and in order to make us feel insignificant and take away our magical powers given to us by God, they've convinced us that the world is round. So I want y'all to understand that believing in flat earth, or believing that the earth is flat, is nothing but the result of underlying religious superstitions, narcissism, and blatant distrust of the government. Now, I'm not going to criticize somebody for not trusting the government. That makes perfect sense. But just because somebody lies about something doesn't mean that they lied about everything. So you got to be able to differentiate bullshit from real shit. So just because the government lied to us in the past don't mean that everything that they say is not true. And furthermore, the government is not the author of the globe Earth. All right. The government is not the people who made that up anyway. So whether you trust the government or not, being a flat earther shouldn't benefit you just because the government is distrustful. So where did the globe Earth idea come from? Well, a lot of people a long time ago believed that the earth was flat, and a lot of people believed that it was round. But the Egyptians and the Greeks, a lot of times the Egyptians don't get credit for it because, you know, whoever wins the war writes history, but they never seem to leave out the fact that they studied from the Greeks. So we got Eratosthenes, who was a Greek in Egypt, and he studied in Alexandria. And what he did was he erected a pole on a summer solstice, and he observed that it cast a shadow. So knowing that it's the summer solstice and it was noon when he did this measurement, the sun should have been directly ahead and there should not have been a shadow. But there was a shadow. So what he did was he measured the angle of the shadow so that he could determine the curvature of the earth was, because he already knew the distance between Alexandria and this other city, Cyan. So all he had to do was measure the angle on the summer solstice of the shadow in this city, and then measure it in the other city, and then through some sophisticated geometry and mathematics, you can calculate the circumference of the earth. And he got pretty close to the correct answer. I think he was like a few points off. So, but before him, Pythagoras proposed that the earth was round. Aristotle also proposed that the earth was round. This was in 322 BC, and Pythagoras was in 500 BC. So these are the same Greeks, the same people. Eratosthenes, Pythagoras, and Aristotle are Greeks, and they're the same people that wrote the New Testament. So if this was all a big conspiracy to get you away from your religion and away from God, then why are the same people that wrote your New Testament saying that the earth is round? And why in the year 2000 did the Pope apologize for the trial of Galileo, saying that when he said that the earth was not the center of the solar system? So flat earthers want us to believe that the earth is flat because they have a underlying religious objective. That's what it's all about. It's a combination of scientific illiteracy, so they don't study science, so they don't know that the science that they're engaging in is false, and they have these religious beliefs, and they don't trust the government. So when you combine all those things together, you might be a flat earther. So I want y'all to understand that just because the government has lied to us doesn't mean that they lied to us about everything. And the United States government is not the only people that say that the earth is round. There are other people with space programs. There's private space programs. There's other governments that go to space. The Chinese go to space. Like, so they never work together. They always beefing with each other. But you mean to tell me when it comes to space, they're going to come to cahoots and lie to everybody and convince everybody that the earth is really round? No, they're probably saying it's round because it is, folks. There is no evidence of a conspiracy. If you show me evidence of a conspiracy going on, I'll change a different tune and I'll change the name of the show to the Flat Earth Experience. But there is no evidence of this. I repeat, all of the evidence that flat earthers provide is simply arguments from ignorance and pure refusal to study scientifically, and or an effort to hold on to their belief in God. So let's think about this logically, people. If the earth was flat, wouldn't we be able to see the entire planet from the top of a mountain? I mean, think about it. What would stop you from seeing to the edge of the planet if it was truly flat? If you take the round earth perspective, we have an explanation. But what's the explanation on the flat earth? I don't know. I'm gonna wait and see who comes in and who call in or something to give me an answer to that. So why can't we see the sun at night? Where does it go on the flat earth? It just disappears. We don't see it at all. So on the round earth, once again, we have a perfect, simple, logical explanation. The sun is just on the other side of the fucking earth. But on the flat earth, there is no explanation. You got to invoke some type of magic to make the sun just disappear at night. So how do you explain time zones on a flat earth? Once again, on the round earth, time zones have a simple explanation that anybody with a brain can figure out. Oh, they make perfect sense. But on the flat earth, I haven't heard any flat earther explain to me where the time zones come from. If the earth is flat, why do we experience a change in seasons? And furthermore, why are different parts of the earth experiencing different seasons at the same time? How can the northern hemisphere have winter while the southern hemisphere has summer if the earth is flat? How do you explain this? If the earth was actually flat, all of these questions should be child's play. So if you're looking at the screen, folks, what you're seeing is some images, actual images that were taken by a satellite in space. They have a camera on the satellite called Epic. The satellite itself is called Discover, and they take a picture of the earth every 2 hours. So I really don't know how in 2021 we have so many people being flat earthers. Well, I know how. It's because they trying to hold on to their religious God beliefs. But you have to study science, people, because you have to take your beliefs out of it. When you believe something so much that you're willing to plug your ears and close your eyes, that's when you you on your way to becoming the fool. So we got pictures. Let me see if I could share with y'all some of these photos. All right, here we got Elon Musk's car. He sent his car into space, and right behind him, what is that blue thing? That's the Earth, folks, and it ain't flat. And you can see one side of it is illuminated, the other side is not. This is the Earth taken from the moon. All right, and we can show photos like this all day. I really don't want to go through all of them because you can Google this stuff for yourself. Just Google real photos of Earth and they'll come up. Now, what flat earthers will tell you is that all of these photos are fake. They're all fake. They're all Photoshop. Somebody took so much time to put all these pictures together because they want to convince you that the Earth is round. So they just made all this stuff up. However, they ain't got no pictures of the flat Earth. Not even a fake one. So even if all of these was fake, show me a convincing flat Earth photo that's like this. If it's fake, show me a fake flat Earth one that's this good. You motherfuckers can't do it because these aren't fake. All right, these are real photos. This one's not even taken by NASA. This one here is taken by the Chinese government. So and this is the far side of the moon that you motherfuckers like to say we can't see. Yeah, we can see it, but y'all don't do research. Y'all don't see it. But now you got no excuse because this is the final flat Earth debate. We're going to put it to bed for once and for all today. So all of these photos, there's hundreds, maybe even thousands of photos of the Earth, but there are no photos of the flat Earth. But let me stop playing with y'all, man. Let's get to some facts here. Okay. A man named Zhu Gong, the Duke of Zhou, who established ancient laws of China, he wondered how he could measure the distances seen in the sky. Like how far away is the moon? How far away is the sun? So using sophisticated mathematical graphs, finding the area from a right triangle. Or do y'all remember? Anybody in the chat know the formula for finding a right triangle area? It's A times B divided by 2. So if you have a square, you cut it into half diagonally. You got two right triangles. One side would be 3, the other side would be 4. So that means the hypotenuse would be 5. So we want to know the area of this triangle. So what we do is we take the formula 3 times 4 and we get 12. Divide that by 2. So the area of this right triangle is 6. So, okay. That's probably why they didn't see that. All right. Can y'all see this lunar eclipse? This is impossible on a flat Earth. If the Earth were truly flat, the only time this lunar eclipse should ever happen is at midnight. Why? Because if you take a look at the shape of the Earth's shadow during the lunar eclipse, particularly during a partial phase, you notice that Earth's shadow always appears to be a perfect circle. If the Earth were a flat disk, that means there's only one possible orientation that the Sun, Earth, Moon alignment can take to place to create this circular elliptical shadow, with the Earth's disk perpendicular to the Sun's moon plane. This means the Sun would need to be at midnight position relative to the night side of the Earth, and yet lunar eclipses occur at all different times depending on whether you are on the flat Earth or not. The flat Earth can't explain this at all. So since we see lunar eclipses at all different times, there is no way the Earth can be flat, because lunar eclipses on the flat Earth could only occur if the Earth were directly above a round flat disk. So secondly, how do we know that the Earth is not flat? Sunsets. If you look at a sunset at, say, flat land or sea level, and you can watch the sun disappear completely, then you hop in your car and you go over to a skyscraper and you ride the elevator all the way to the top. Guess what? You can see the sun set all over again because the earth has a curvature. You ever notice how the summer in the United States corresponds to winter in Australia? Or how winter in Italy lines up with summer in Argentina? This is because the sun's rays, which are almost perfectly parallel, strike Earth at different angles at different parts of the year. If the earth were flat, the sun's rays would always come in the same angle, meaning that the USA, Australia, Italy, Argentina will all experience the same seasons. But we don't. Why? Because the earth is not flat, people. The earth is in fact round, and that's what creates the seasons. So, why can we see different stars from different longitudes? If you look up at the night sky from very high in the northern latitude location, you'll see the big and little dippers, the bright orange giant Aquarius, the Pleiades, among other sights. Yet, if you head to the South Pole, none of these celestial sights are visible, but you can see Alpha Centauri and the Southern Cross, all of which are never visible to most Northern Hemisphere sky watchers. If the Earth were flat, everyone on the night side of Earth will see the same sky. This is another proof that proves that the Earth is in fact round. So, let me see. I think I've went over everything. Now on to this bet. Oh yeah, that's the Elon Musk card, Starman, right there. All right, now bring that back. Bring that back. So, once again, we got some photos of Earth from space. And this is on businessinsider.com. You can go and see this for yourself. I really don't want to spend too much time on stuff that's so easy to prove. But I do want y'all to get a good look at these photos. And if you think they're fake, then prove your claim. Don't just say, I want to just think that this is fake. Show me at least equally convincing fake of a flat Earth. Or show me what methods they use to fake this, or show me somebody admitting that they faked this. Some type of evidence that proves that this is fake, because it's being presented as if it's a real photo. So if you're gonna say it's fake, then you kind of got to prove what you're saying, or else you're just talking out your ass. This right here is called a composite. This is what a lot of people who don't study science confuse with a fake. It's a composite, meaning they take photos in a lot of different light settings, X-ray, gamma ray, and ultraviolet lights, and all these different types of stuff, and they put those images together so that they can make something that looks like what we normally see, but it's not real per se, but it's also not fake. It's just compiled. Okay, it's black and white, you know what I mean? So let me I wonder if Clayton Holmes is here. Clayton, if you're here, you can go ahead and call in. And I don't know if you agree or not, but I'm about to present the evidence that you asked me to present. And if you're a man of your word, I hope that you send that $2,000 so me and Kwame can bust it down and go and buy us some atheist shirts and all that stuff, whatever us atheists spend our money on. But let me play this clip just so everybody knows what we're talking about. And if you can't hear it when I play it, let me know in the chat, and I'll see what I can do. What makes you believe that the Earth is flat, sir?
Water. Water is my 100% proof, and I'll keep this short and simple so we don't have to go into a big discussion about this. But I'm gonna just put you on the spot real quick, my brother. I'll give you $1,000 if you can provide me a scientific experiment that proves to me that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. Now, you talked about science before, and that's why you're an atheist, because you base everything off science. But brother, there is no scientific experiment to prove that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. The natural physics of water is to take the shape of its container and always find levels. Always. I can scientifically prove this to you. Now bet me $1,000 that I can't prove the natural physics of water. I just bet you $1,000 that you can't prove that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. That's how I know the earth is flat. We don't have to get into any other discussion until we pass this right here, my brother. When
I'm willing to take that.
The question is, if you get a cloth dripping wet without gravity, and you
the sun is round and all of this stuff, but first, let us see. When have you ever seen, brother, go get you a glass of water right now and put it in a glass and dip your hand in it, my brother. When have you ever seen water, real water, curve into a ball, let alone spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and going around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour and traveling through the universe at millions of miles per hour? A ball of water, my brother.
I've seen it. I've seen it, brother, and I'm willing to take that bet if you. I can't do it right now because I'm streaming, but if you call back on Sunday, I can show you the evidence of what you're asking for, and if you're a man of your word, you'll send the money. So, yeah, but you can continue with what you said.
As a matter of fact, my brother, I'll up that up to $2,000. I will up that to $2,000, my brother.
All right, so y'all heard him. That's the man himself, Clayton Holmes. He said he gonna up it up to $2,000 if I can prove that water will conform to the shape of a ball. Clayton, are you watching, my brother? Read it and weep.
The question is, if you get a cloth dripping wet without gravity and you wring it out, what's going to happen? What will happen to a wrung out cloth? So, and had to use equipment that was here on board the space station. We may have the coolest washcloths ever here on the space station. I'm going to show you. Here's one of our washcloths. And it's compacted. It's put down into this little tiny hockey puck so that it saves space. But when you open up a hockey puck and you pull out your washcloth, this is the one I'm going to use for the experiment today.
Now, this is a scientific experiment.
And so when you open up your hockey puck and turn it into a washcloth, it was compressed in a great big vise somewhere. Okay, so here's my washcloth, like a magic trick. And now I'm going to get this soaking wet, and then we're going to see what'll happen when we wring it out.
It's not a big-ass planet, and it's gravity pulling.
Meredith and Kendra suggested that I dip this in a bag, but bags don't hold water in space, so instead I filled a water bag. This has drinking water in it. And I'm going to squirt a bunch of water into this washcloth.
You're saying that this video don't count because he's in outer space and we're not in outer space. Where's the Earth? We are in outer space. The Earth is outer space. That's what we're talking about here. That's where the water is. It's on the Earth. The Earth is in space. Look at the video.
Okay, so here's a soaking wet washcloth.
What are you doing? Are you squeezing water into it?
Get the microphone so you can hear me while I'm talking. And now let's start wringing it out.
It's not going to fall and level out like you said it would.
It's really wet. It's becoming a tube of water. The water's all over my hands. In fact, it wrings out of the cloth into my hands. And if I let go of the cloth carefully, the water sort of has it stick to my hand. Okay, so the experiment worked beautifully. And the answer to the question is the water squeezes out of the cloth. And then because of the surface tension of the water, it actually runs
Clayton,
along the surface of the cloth and then up into my hand.
Important.
Almost like you had Jello on your hand.
If you do this experiment on the Earth,
and it'll just stay
the Earth's gravity
moisturizer
will pull the water.
And the cloth
okay?
doesn't really.
I know you want to say
It just stays there.
that's not
floating
real
like
because
a,
you don't really
like a dog's
adhere
chew
to
toy,
science
soaking
and you
wet.
want to believe in your God.
Great experiment.
But just
worked
look at the
perfectly.
evidence and think about it logically. Okay?
Okay.
This is a separate person in space. This is what water does naturally when you take gravity out the equation, when you just have very microgravity. This is how water behaves. It conforms to a ball. Just like you said it
I
wouldn't.
just love those oscillations.
Exactly like you said it wouldn't. So Clayton, where are you, my brother?
Do a black background.
Are you gonna call in and explain why you're not gonna be a man of your word?
That's about 800 mils.
Or
So
are
they
you
should put
gonna
it around 1100 milliliters?
just stay in the live chat and pretend like this is not exactly what you said I couldn't show you? Which one is it gonna be?
Oh, I just love that.
The choice is yours.
Look at that. Amazing. Just one of these jaw-dropping moments.
The choice is yours. Brother Kwame, you here?
Okay, here we go to do it again.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
The camera.
You got anything
I'm here.
you wanna add against the flat Earth
Right at the head.
hypothesis?
Do is
Man, I think you basically explained everything in detail and basically demonstrated with a demonstration. I want to add about the flat Earth as far as they need to explain eclipses. So when does the moon go from the other side of the Earth to get under the sun to block it? I need to know how that happens.
On the solar eclipse or lunar eclipse? On
a solar eclipse, when the moon blocks the sun. So when does I need the flat earther to call in and say, tell us, explain and demonstrate when does the moon decide to run around the earth to get under the sun to block it?
I mean, I don't know how they're gonna explain that. How they gonna explain a lunar eclipse that don't occur at midnight? Why is the Earth shadow always a circle when we see it on the moon? It's never like a piece of a disc or something. It's always a perfect circle. The only thing that could always produce that type of shadow is a sphere. Why we can't see the edge? Like if the Earth is flat, just show me a picture of the edge. It shouldn't be hard. All these people going around exploring the Earth and stuff, ain't nobody came to a point where they say, hey, we can't get past this point right here. And it go all the way around the perimeter. Like, it would be so easy to prove that the Earth was flat if it actually was. So I don't understand why people still want to adhere to this stuff, except other than just trying to hold on to their goddamn imaginary friend in the sky. That's the only reason. Where do the sun go at night? Flat earthers. Where do the sun go at night? Elijah Frias, I agree with you that we shouldn't even be talking about this. But when somebody offered me $2,000 and that's what got my attention, I usually don't even bring this shit up. So I laugh flat earthers right off the table. But when somebody put $2,000 on the line, I'm willing to spend a little time on it. Well, I want to see if he actually going to cash out me the money though, because I mean I'm still showing you exactly what you showed me, what you told me I couldn't show you. Yeah, I'll play the clip again. What makes you believe that the Earth is flat, sir?
Water is my 100% proof, and I'll keep this short and simple so we don't have to go into a big discussion about this. But I'm gonna just put you on the spot real quick, my brother. I'll give you $1,000 if you can provide a scientific experiment that proves to me that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. Now, you talked about science before, and that's why you're an atheist, because you base everything off science. But brother, there is no scientific experiment to prove that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. The natural physics of water is to take the shape of its container and always find level. Always. I can scientifically prove this to you. Now bet me $1,000 that I can't prove the natural physics of water.
Recover this password.
Hey man, so what you think, Kwame? You think he owes $2,000 or what? What y'all think in the chat? Y'all think he owes $2,000 or what? Did this answer what he asked? Did he said that water can conform to a ball, right?
Right. Really, if he don't show up by default, he really owe us $2,000 by default. Because number one, he didn't show up like he claimed he was going to do, and he was basically, yeah, I want this on Sunday. I want to do it on Sunday. Yeah, let's do this.
He in the chat, but he ain't calling in. It's the same number as last time, the same number in pin as last time. It's always on the bottom of the screen. The link is in the description. If you want to join from your computer, it's let me see. What's the number? 717. Are you listening, Clayton? And anybody else who want to call in with your flat earth nonsense, get roasted. 717-275-8940. And the access code 778-8065. Again, that's 717-275-8940. And the access code is 778-8065.
I just bet you $1,000.
So Clayton's here. He's just basically scared to be, he's scared to make himself, known. Oh, come on.
To a ball. That's how I know the earth is flat. We don't have to get into any other discussion until we pass this right here, my brother. When
I'm willing to take that bet of
then we can go into like gravity and
he didn't even answer simple questions when he was even calling us out on that shit. Well, yeah, $2,000 is well worth this shit.
When have you ever seen, brother, go get you a glass of water right now and put it in a glass and dip your hand in it, my brother. When have you ever seen water, real water, curve into a ball, let alone spinning at 1,000 miles per hour?
Man, they demonstrating this shit too.
57,000 miles per hour and traveling through the
hope he didn't waste our time, man.
All of water, my brother.
I've seen it. I've seen it, brother, and I'm willing to take. So asking for, and if you're a man of your word, you'll send the money. So yeah, but you can continue with what you said though.
As a matter of fact, my brother, I'll up that up to $2,000. As a matter of fact, my brother, I'll up that up to $2,000.
But you can continue with what you said though.
As a matter of fact,
and one thing I feel like he's gonna do, he's just gonna yell foul. It don't look right. That looks fake. That's CGI. That's all he's gonna do.
That's all they can do, but you have to prove that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind you claiming that, but prove it. Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and try to defend some shit just because I already think it's true. If you can show me evidence that it's not true, I'm gonna change my mind. That's the difference between me and most of these believing ass motherfuckers out here. I showed them clearly what you told me I couldn't show you,
but you have to prove that.
And you don't.
Like, I don't mind.
Hey, turn your stream down. You got an echo, bro.
I'm not gonna sit up here and
Clayton,
try to defend some shit.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, you got an echo on your stream. I need you to turn it on mute for me.
Yeah, I have my phone on and the iPad. Is that better now?
Yes, sir.
Can you see me?
I can. All right,
okay.
So how you doing? Did you get a chance to watch the beginning of the stream?
I think I came in when you was like 9 minutes into it. I was lucky to catch it. I thought it was like 2 or 3 hours earlier, and I actually just walked back into the house. But I missed the first 9 minutes. But I heard you. I heard what you were talking about, and I hope you allow me the time that you spoke without interrupting me and let me clear up first of all, the bet. I'm just going to keep that simple. So I just want to say to the listeners that I need this brother to understand that I'm 51 years old and I didn't always know that the earth was flat. I woke up to it 5 years ago. I was a firm believer that I lived on a spinning ball of water. I think I mentioned this to the brother before. I honestly there's an app that I have on my phone that like shows the earth and all the planets. And bruh, I used to meditate to that app. I used to stare at it and like be amazed, like, damn, like, man, we're like floating, like we in space. This is like real cool. But there was always something inside of me that was like, this just don't feel right. So 5 years ago was the first time I heard about the flat earth. I, like everybody else, I giggled and laughed and like, man, this is stupid. This shit is crazy. But the difference with me was I wasn't doing that publicly. I was sitting like at home reading things and listening and laughing. And then I was like, well, wait a minute, Clayton. You've already found out that they have lied to you about everything that you hold dear to your heart, about God, our education. Everything has been a lie, Clayton. And you already know the moon landing was fake. So, Clayton, you need to check this out. You need to look into it. So I started looking into it. And the thing that really made me feel that the earth was flat, and then I'm going to get into the bet. I'm not going to be long. The thing that really made me feel and know that the earth was flat is when I watched a time lapse of the sun. I don't know if you guys have ever watched a time lapse of the sun, and especially somebody really explaining what's happening to the sun, how the sun is going around us in a circle. It's not rising and falling, it's coming and going. So when I saw that the sun was moving, doing the same thing that the moon is doing, everybody believes that the moon is traveling around us, right? You can see the moon at night and during the day sometimes. And everybody believes that the moon is traveling around us, but they don't believe that the sun is doing the exact same thing. But that's here nor there. I don't want to jump into a lot of topics. My main thing I told this brother was, so I mentioned all of that because I thought me and this brother was going to have this discussion before we started talking, so I can let the brother know in all humbleness, please do not try to explain to me the ball of water earth again. All flat earthers used to be ball of water believers. We used to believe it. So there's no need to try and explain it to me again. I've graduated from it. In all humbleness, what you need to do, my brother, especially if you're looking for the truth, is listen to a brother like me. I swear you need to listen to me. I ain't going to lie to you. I love truth. I love facts. Now, I'm going to speak to you as if first graders are listening to me. Because the first thing a child sees when they walk into a school is a globe. If they don't have one at home already, if you hadn't decorated at home already, the first thing a child sees is a globe. And that child asks the teacher, we live here. And the child goes, well, one of the children, well, why don't we fall off? And the teacher goes, oh, we have this thing called gravity and it keeps us stuck to the earth. And then the child goes, oh, gravity. Now, did the teacher prove gravity or did she just say gravity? She didn't prove it to us. So I'm going to speak in a way that children can understand me. I'm not going to speak about right angles and things that you don't understand. I want to speak about things that I can prove. So I made an offer to the brother of $1,000 and I bumped it to $2,000. And I'm going to ask the brother, you know that applies to me too, but if you can't prove it, you owe me $2,000. So I want to make sure that you understand that before you accept this bet again, and I'm going to give you that opportunity. So let me explain what I meant to you about the bet. And you guys let me know that's listening to this, if I owe this brother $2,000. I said to him that if he can provide a scientific experiment that proves that large bodies of water can curve into a ball, I will pay him or anyone $1,000 if I can actually see water that we see the way it moves right now, not what he showed like up in outer space where they're faking that too, but I don't want to get into that. We're not up in space. Show me the water that we live on, that I bathe in, swim in, that they say is curving into a ball. Show us how that looks. I just want to see it, my brother. I want to see real water, not a photo, not somebody playing with bubbles of water, because that's not large bodies. I actually want to see large bodies of water curving into a ball. And I feel in my heart, that's why I made the offer that you can't prove that. You can't show me that. Now, I said to you, make me the offer that I can't prove that water takes the shape of its container. No matter what shape this container is, the water is going to take the shape of it. This water has to be contained. If not, it's just going to fall all over the place. Now, I can prove scientifically that I can put this water in this glass right here, and it's going to take the shape, and it's always going to level out. Now I'm talking to children now. I'm telling children that the earth is flat because of water, because water doesn't curve into a ball. It takes the shape of its container and it levels out. Now I'll go from this glass to something bigger, like a pot. Then I'll go to a pool. Then I'll go to an Olympic-sized pool, a pond. And every time you're going to see, children, that the water is going to take the shape of the container, because that's the natural physics of water, is to take the shape of the container and always level out. You're talking about thousands of gallons of water that's curving into a ball that's spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, that's going around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour. And what you showed us, my brother, was something warping. You were showing us a bubble warping in and out. The Earth isn't doing that. That's not a scientific experiment, my brother. You should know better than that. That's not science. That's pseudoscience you're speaking. So we don't need to go any further in the discussion about the other side of the moon. Let's not move further in the discussion until we can prove this ball of water. Now, you either prove it, and then I'm going to accept it, or you acknowledge it, my brother, and say, damn, Clayton, you know what? I can't prove to you that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. So what further do we need to go if you can't prove the ball? You haven't proved the ball, my brother.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on one second. I'm almost done. You can't prove the ball, and I just proved to you that I can prove to you that water is going to do this right here. Every time you put in something, it's going to do this right here. And the only time it's not going to level out is if it's leaning or something like that, but the water is going to level. Water falls. It does not curve into a ball. When water reaches something like a waterfall is going to fall, it falls and then it gathers in like a pond. That's why you don't dive into a swimming pool. I'm almost 2 more minutes. That's why they have the swimming pool marked 1 foot, 3 feet, 5 feet, because you really, especially if the water's dark, you can't tell where the bottom is because the water's level. I don't care if it's 1 foot here and 20 foot down here, that water's going to be level. Always, my brother. Now, I'm going to stop. And now, after hearing me, I want you to tell the people again that you accept the offer. You're going to pay me you're going to cash at me my $2,000 if you can't prove to me that large bodies of water, my brother. Don't show me bubbles. Don't show me anything warping. Show me the image that you said is real. Show me water like that. Just show me, let me see it, brother. Let me see real water curving. Now, that's all I ask.
Now I'm questioning your integrity,
he changed
brother.
the bet, man.
Because
he changed the.
Yeah, no, he didn't change the bet. He trying to back out of it though, because what he's doing is he's saying large bodies of water. When anybody with common sense know that it costs $10,000 a pound to send something into outer space, and the only place we can get water from is Earth. Duh, that's what makes it so special to us, right? Because it's got water on it. So where the fuck am I supposed to get this water to take to outer space? And how the fuck am I supposed to get it up there? The best that we can do, Clayton, since you want to talk to me like I'm a first grader, I'm going to talk to you like you a dumbass teacher that's trying to teach first graders some bullshit. The best that I can do is take a little bit of water up there. That's why they got to pack the damn towel down into a hockey puck sized towel, because they trying to save so much space. You talking about large bodies of water. They take as little as they can. It costs $10,000 a pound to send something into space. But you don't believe in space. You just going to say all of this stuff I'm showing you is fake. Even though I got a picture on the screen right now of some water in space showing exactly what it do. But you going to tell everybody that it's fake when they looking at it. But you can't show me nothing to prove that your earth is flat. All you can do is deny the evidence that I'm showing you. I'm proving it to you, and all you can do is deny, and say, oh, that's conspiracy. That's a lie. If the moon landing was fake, guess what? That ain't got shit to do with the fact that the earth is round. That ain't got shit to do with the fact that we got all these pictures and you ain't got none. So, yes, I accept your bet. And if you a man of your word, once again, you're going to realize that the best experiment that you can do is take a little bit of water, because you can't get the ocean, bro. You can't take the ocean to outer space. That's ridiculous. Even a first grader wouldn't think that you could do that shit. So how the hell am I supposed to show you that large bodies of water? I can show you water, and if it works for a cup of water, it works for a gallon of water. If it works for a gallon of water, it works for 10 gallons of water. If it works for 10 gallons of water, guess what, Clayton? It works for water. Large bodies, small bodies. It works. This is called surface tension. All right? Look it up. I'm not lying to you. I'm not trying to convince you that this is something to take you away from some spirituality bullshit. I'm just telling you the truth. Just like you, since I believe that you sincerely believe this stuff. So just like you want to come tell me what you think is true, I want to show you. I don't gotta tell you. You don't gotta listen to me speak, bro. You can go prove this shit to yourself, but you gotta be able to accept the fact that you might have been wrong, bro. That's how you get to know that you are right now. You know, I used to be a flat earther, bro. I used to believe that bullshit, nigga. I did the experiments, I did the research, and I couldn't believe it no more because I did the fucking research. So I know that the earth is not flat. Kwame, you got anything you want to add before I bring Kwame back in, Clayton back in? Because I'm pretty sure he ain't going to give us a $2,000.
No, he not. Like I said, with the initial bet, what was that, Saturday or Friday or whatever? Right. He said that he wants us to prove that the earth is round and this and that. But now that he's on here, now he's trying to extend the fervor of the bet. It's like, okay, now you got to show us that you can put, make the ball, show me a big old ball. Now I'm prepared to make a mess. I'm prepared to make a mess right now and demonstrate. Okay, so I got a stool right there. Let's just say that this is the flat earth. So let's just say that this is the flat earth. Now I'm gonna post some water on my table. I'm prepared to make a mess. I'm prepared to because I want to know. First, you got to ask the question: does the flat earth have an edge? Because some flat earthers says it don't have an edge; it just goes on forever. And some people say it's a big ice wall. So we can do two demonstrations. I'll clean up, but I'm prepared to make a mess today. Because I'm all about demonstration.
Mm-hmm. So I want somebody in the chat to weigh in on this, man.
Hey, brother, did you unmute me, bro? Did you unmute me? Okay, bro. So you keep avoiding me, and this is between me and you. I just want to make sure I heard you correct. You just said that you agree that the bet is still on for $2,000. Let me confirm that. Am I correct by saying that? And we got people listening, brother. So let me make sure I heard you correctly. You said that the bet is still on, right? Hello,
brother Clayton. Yeah.
So let me. Did you hear me? So you saying the bet is on? This is public, $2,000, right?
Bro, do you think you're gonna bet me something that's impossible, bro? I'm assuming that when you bet me that you was being sincere. It's yes or no. It's yes or no. But I'm assuming that when you bet me, you was being sincere, and that you're not gonna bet me something that we both know is impossible, bro. You talking about large bodies of water? Hold on, bro. Sure. No, because you put an emphasis on the large bodies of water, because you're gonna say the water that I'm showing you is not big enough, so you don't gotta pay us the $2,000. Yeah, I still fucking bet you that the earth is round, nigga. Now, can you send me the money like you said you was gonna do? Because I'm showing you exactly what you said I couldn't show you.
Okay, hold on for a second. Why are you so upset, brother? First of all, can we talk respectfully to each other? Have I been disrespectful to you?
Yeah.
Have I been disrespectful to you?
Yeah, you've been very disrespectful.
Brother, I haven't been disrespectful to you on this call, my brother. And it's obvious.
Because you're really wasting our time.
First of all, you wasting my time, bro. I don't debate no flat earth bullshit, bro. This is some fucking dumb shit, my nigga. I don't do this shit. The only reason I accepted this shit because you said you was gonna give me $1,000. And then you took it in your initiative to say I up it up to $2,000. Now you up here trying to bag out, talking about it ain't large bodies of water. When you know damn well it's only one place to get a large body of water. And if you think that you can do an experiment with large bodies of water in outer space, and I can show you that, my nigga, you too damn stupid to be talking to. And if you thought that I was stupid enough to think that I was gonna show you that, then that's insulting my intelligence, bro. So yeah, you've been very rude. Then the last time we was on the stream, you calling us clowns and everything. We let all that shit slide, bro. Cause we trying to get to the truth here. And I thought that you were sincerely looking for the truth too. But after I show you pictures, I show you videos, I ask you questions, you can't answer none of the questions I asked you. You can't debunk none of the evidence I showed you. You can't do shit but sit up there and try to finagle your way out of it talking about it's not a large body of water. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, my nigga.
No, I did. Can I speak, bro? I didn't say that. All I was doing was trying to confirm the bet. If I owe you the $2,000, let me see how many people in the chat think I owe you $2,000 for. You still there, bro?
I'm still here.
Okay, so just let the people know in the chat. And you played the thing twice, and I simply asked for an experiment to prove that law. And I'm not. You don't have to take the water up. Why are you thinking taking the water up in space? I never mentioned anything about taking water up in space.
Let me get you.
I just want to see how water on this earth.
Listen to me,
since
though.
we believe.
This is the experiment, bro. Hold on, no, you hold on. This is the experiment, bro. If you do it on Earth, it's not gonna give you that effect because Earth has gravity, my nigga. You have to go in space to see how the water reacts. Void the gravity. The Earth's gravity is disturbing this experiment, so you have to remove the gravity. That's why they do it in space. You know what I'm saying? We would never even knew that water behaved that way if we had been in space. I'd probably be thinking the Earth was flat too if we never been in space. But guess what? We learn shit, and when we learn shit, every generation gets smarter than the last one because we learning more and more shit. So that's
okay, brother, you're right.
Space,
so this isn't going to go anywhere. I'm glad you recorded this. I had the proof of how this went. You calling me all kind of names and just going all off for no reason, and it was just ridiculous how you handled it. You need to be learn to be more professional, brother, when you doing things like this, man. Because I'm trying to build. I'm not saying that I know everything. I'm just talking about from my life experiences. I just don't see any evidence that I live on.
Put your money where your mouth is, bro. Put your money where your mouth is. If you're trying to build, I need you to debunk the evidence that I showed you. I need you to show me the proof that every picture that I showed you was fake. The videos I showed you was CGI. I need you to prove that Elon Musk did not launch his car into space. I need you to show me that lunar eclipse can happen at any time on a flat Earth. I need you to do all that stuff that I asked you to do when in my opening statements. So you
need to be trying to get this $2,000, bro. That's what I have my focus on. If I was you,
bro, I already did that, bro. I'm about to hang up on you, bro, because you're playing with me, dog.
So this is what we can do then. Since we already made this public, and that's like writing it out because I asked you twice. We can put this into the hands of an attorney because I feel like you owe me $2,000 because you didn't prove that large body because I said I want to see, and I actually you heard me saying I said I want to see the water that we experience. I want to actually see it. Like at some point they say ships go over the horizon.
All right, man, I ain't got time for that shit, man. Go get you an attorney, get you an arbitrator, bro. Play this video for them and ask them to tell you that I owe you $2,000. And I'm gonna get an attorney to go check this motherfucking attorney that you bring to me. If they tell me that I owe you $2,000, I'm gonna get my attorney. You get your attorney, and we'll see who owe who $2,000. I ain't got time for this shit, man. You talking that bullshit, talking about some large bodies of water, large body of water. Look at the fucking video, dog. It's water. If it worked for a ball of water and a little ball of water, you just keep putting water in it. What you think is gonna happen? It's gonna get too heavy for itself, and then gravity's gonna come out of nowhere? No, nigga. This is what happened. This is why the Earth is round. Because that's what everything in space is round. Because things have gravity. They coalesce into a sphere. That's just the shape that it happens to form in. Like, I don't understand why y'all don't understand this shit. It's so fucking simple. This is why I don't debate flat earthers. Because they ain't honest. They don't keep it real and keep it sincere, man. I'm done with this shit, bro. You got something you want to say, Kwame?
Man, I'm gonna be real with you, man. The nigga played football back in 1992. He broke. The nigga done spent all his money. He in an apartment, so he broke, man. He wasn't gonna do that shit. I don't even know why he said $2,000, man. She ain't got a pot to piss in, or a flat pot to throw it out of. Because
he said it because he knew he thought he was right.
The water gonna fall off. Yeah, of course.
Show me the edge of the earth or something. Man. Show me. He didn't bring not one proof and not one nothing. All he talking about was water. Guess what? Yeah, water and gravity. So if everything that the round earthers say is true, then yeah, water behave like it should behave. But when I show you a video clearly of somebody showing you what water behaves like in outer space, and you like, I don't understand what type of mental gymnastics you do to get out of that shit. Like, that's water, my nigga. You saying just because it's in space it don't count? You said, hold on, I'm gonna play the clip one more time, man, just so everybody know this motherfucker owe me $2,000, and that's why I'm hot about it. Cause he know goddamn well he just lost the bet. What makes you believe that the earth is flat, sir?
Water. Water is my 100% proof, and I'll keep this short and simple so we don't have to go into a big discussion about this. But I'm gonna just put you on the spot real quick, my brother. I'll give you $1,000 if you can provide a scientific experiment that proves to me that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. Now, you talked about science before, and that's why you're an atheist, because you base everything off science. But, brother, there is no scientific experiment to prove that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. The natural physics of water is to take the shape of its container and always find level. Always. I can scientifically prove this to you. Now, bet me $1,000 that I can't prove the natural physics of water. I just bet you $1,000 that you can't prove that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. That's how I know the earth is flat. We don't have to get into any other discussion until we pass this right here, my brother. When
I'm willing to take that bet of
then we can go into like gravity and the sun is round and all of this stuff. But first, let us see. When have you ever seen, brother, go get you a glass of water right now and put it in a glass and dip your hand in it, my brother. When have you ever seen water, real water, curve into a ball, let alone spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and going around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour and traveling through the universe at millions of miles per hour?
All right, now y'all heard what he just said. He said, when have you seen water, real water, curve into a ball, traveling around a million miles per hour? What are we looking at on the screen right now? That's water. That's real water. It's a man in outer space on a spaceship going 17,000 miles per hour, however the fuck fast they go. And it's not, you see, there's something called inertia, which is what Clayton needs to look up, what inertia is and why this water is not behaving the way he think it should behave. Because the water is going the same speed as the spaceship, bro. It's in the spaceship, just like we're on the earth. The earth is in space. So you talking about all these experiments that need to be in space, nigga. Where do you think the earth is, bro? So that's why I hung up on you, because you got stupid on me, and I ain't got time for no fucking stupidness, bro. I don't even debate flat earthers. The only reason I even thought about doing this shit was because you offered the $2,000. That's the only reason. If you would have never offered that money, I wouldn't have even wasted my fucking time on this shit, because everybody with a fucking brain that took the time to study it for more than a week or two knows that the earth is round. I tried to prove that the earth was flat to myself, just in case I was wrong. I tried to just go back and prove it to myself. I couldn't find no evidence. The only way you believe that shit is if you just believe it. You got to be on some belief shit. All right?
Yeah, and you know, the thing is, in this whole shit, 20-minute synopsis of what he believes in, you know, he basically kept saying, oh, it was fake. He's showing this shit, it's fake, but couldn't prove it. He didn't say this is fake and here's why this is fake. He just basically just saw something that said foul. You know what I'm saying? And now this fool wants to try to up the ante in order to wiggle it out. Now he say, oh, it's got to be large bodies of water. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to take all the water off her.
I kind of figured he was going to do that, bro.
56 billion gallons of water into space.
I kind of figured he was going to do that when he said it, bro. Because I was cutting the clip out so I could replay the clip, right? Because I wanted to let everybody that's watching the show know what the bet was. So I was cutting the clip out, and I heard him say the large bodies of water, but I was like, you know, that'd be lame as hell if he tried to say, oh, that's not a large body. So I just kind of like, nah, he ain't gonna do that shit. I didn't think that he would be that damn lame. You know what I'm saying? But that's exactly what the fuck he tried to do. Oh, that's not large body of water. Where the fuck am I supposed to get a large body of water? And how am I supposed to get it into outer space to prove to you that it's going to conform into a ball? Nigga, that's the earth, you dumb motherfucker.
Exactly. And you know, with the vacuum of space and how cold space is, shit, about you wouldn't even make it past the Van Allen radiation belt without the water disintegrating with the argon gases that's in the ozone. The ozone layer wouldn't even allow you to get it out in space. How the hell you gonna get a large body of water on a spaceship?
You can't. Oh my God. That's why I had to get him on the phone. I was like, bro, let me just clarify, just to make sure that he's not trying to say that this water is not large enough. Let me just make sure that that's not what he's trying to say. And goddamn it, that's what he's trying to say, man. I cannot believe that shit.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that shit.
He wants to take. Oh man.
So,
man, I kind of wish he had to stay.
You want to call in? Y'all welcome to call in. You know, the phone line's still open.
And see, you know, I noticed he said, because you're an atheist and that's why you conform to science. Atheism and science is not they're not, they don't coexist. You know what I'm saying? Like they only, you know, it's not a synonym. You're not going to look at the definition of science and say science is a hypothesis, blah, 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 and you have to be in atheism.
Yeah.
Show me a definition where atheism is in the definition of science. Because he's trying to make science atheism. You know,
he's a believer.
So everybody thinks,
bro, these are people that believe in things, man. They think that science is a conspiracy, bro, to make God not real, even though they haven't demonstrated no God. All we saying is show me the evidence, show me this God thing, show me this spirit, show me this shit. And they saying, oh, well, you just want to be on science. Well, science can show me stuff. Science can demonstrate stuff to me. What can you demonstrate to me? Nothing. Logical fallacies, man. Even on Friday, all he had was logical fallacies. And I be listening to flat earth debates. I used to, at least. I used to listen to flat earth debates. I ain't never heard not one convincing argument. You know, it was always some logical fallacy, some argument from ignorance, argument from popularity, argument from incredulity, and the government lied to us. We ain't really go to the moon, so the earth is flat. What? How does that compute in your brain? We didn't really go to the moon, so therefore the earth is flat. Are you that stupid?
And this is the thing. Yeah, and this is the thing that flat-tards always say. Well, they said they can't get past the Van Allen radiation belt. No, they can't unless they have the proper equipment to protect the astronauts. That's what they're talking about. It's not that they can't go out of the so-called firmament that they talking about, the Van Allen radiation. They're talking about that, hey, if we don't put this layer, yes, radiation. That's what they're talking about. And you know, they'll play half a video of NASA saying, oh, we can't do this, and they'll say, see, and then that's it. They won't play the rest of the video where the astronauts are explaining why they can't do it. You know what I'm saying? They're dishonest, man. They're very dishonest, man. And, you know, I'm like, man, that was a waste of time. I was really excited about it. I was like, okay, he'll form a professional football player. We're going to get this bread, you know what I'm saying? And now this nigga want to try to up the end. I'm like, man, okay. Because you showed him proof, and now he want to try to up it now.
Bro, I showed him exactly what he asked for, bro. I showed him exactly what he asked for. He said, show me that water. Real water can conform to the shape of a ball. That's exactly what I showed him. And he had like it wasn't large enough. It wasn't large enough, man. That's some bullshit, dog. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and
anybody that didn't hear the bet, hold on, I'm gonna be right back, Kwame. I'm gonna play this clip one more time.
All right, I'm gonna go on mute.
What makes you believe that the earth is flat, sir?
Water. Water is my 100% proof, and I'll keep this short and simple so we don't have to go into a big discussion about this. But I'm gonna just put you on the spot real quick. My brother, I'll give you $1,000 if you can provide a scientific experiment that proves to me that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. Now, you talked about science before, and that's why you're an atheist, because you base everything off science. But brother, there is no scientific experiment to prove that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. The natural physics of water is to take the shape of its container and always find level. Always. I can scientifically prove this to you. Now bet me $1,000 that I can't prove the natural physics of water. I just bet you $1,000 that you can't prove that large bodies of water can curve into a ball. That's how I know the earth is flat. We don't have to get into any other discussion until we pass this right here, my brother.
I'm willing to take that bet of
then we can go into like gravity and the sun is round and all of this stuff. But first, let us see. When have you ever seen, brother, go get you a glass of water right now and put it in a glass and dip your hand in it, my brother. When have you ever seen water, real water, curve into a ball, let alone spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and going around the sun at 67,000 miles per hour and traveling through the universe at millions of miles per hour? A ball of water, my brother.
I've seen it. I've seen it, brother. And I'm willing to take that bet if you I can't do it right now because I'm streaming, but if you call back on Sunday, you know, I can show you the evidence of what you're asking for. And you know, if you're a man of your word, you'll send the money. So
Brother,
Yeah,
I'm
but
a
you can
man-
continue
I'm-
with what
as
you
a
said,
matter of
though.
fact, as a matter of fact, my brother, I'll up that up to $2,000. I'll up that. I will up that to $2,000, my brother. Nothing.
Woo! Y'all heard him for the fourth time. He said, show me water, real water. What are we looking at on the screen? Real water conforming to a ball. That's what it's doing. Dude even put it in a rag and wrung it out. And I showed him another video. Sure.
And also, this is the thing too. After hearing it again, he said, "Stick your hand in a glass of water." You know what I'm saying? So what? So now why is he? So he's trying to use to scale proof as far as like trying to prove the Earth is flat or it doesn't turn into the ball. But when you use a scale to prove that water do turn into a ball, and you disproved his theory with the little hand in a glass of water, which I don't even know how that even is an experiment, but. But when you show him a to scale proof, now he said get a large body of water. So, yeah. Your hand, okay. I wish you can call back in. I mean, I would be like, okay, what is sticking your hand in a glass of water going to prove?
Clayton
When he said,
called
I
back
don't
in
know.
when he sent that $1,000 at least, or the $2,000 actually. Since he wanted to try to play, now we got to hold it to the $2,000.
Man, he broke, bro. He was a second string cornerback, man. And it was second string on the Dallas Cowboys. Then he got cut.
I ain't gonna diss him if he was second string, man. Cause I'm gonna be real with you, man. If you made it to the NFL, you gotta be nice. You know what I'm saying? You can't be not good and go to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So if he made it, he made it, man. Big ups to you for at least doing that much, man. But you ain't a man of your word, brother, and you ain't smart enough to slick a slickster, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't play a player. So you talking about large bodies of water? You put a fail safe in your own bet, a way to back out. But I thought you was a upstanding dude. You know what I'm saying? You 51 years old, black brother. You played football. I didn't think you had a reason to come over here and try to play little old me. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Hopefully everybody that's watching this learns something. At least anybody out there that still think the earth is flat, please prove it to yourself first. And when you can prove it to yourself, prove it to me. And if you can prove it to me, guess what? I will change my fucking mind. I'll change my tone. I'm an atheist. I used to be a Christian. The only way that can happen is if you can be open-minded and say, damn, maybe I'm wrong. You can't, if I was the type of closed-minded motherfucker that just wanted to believe what I believe, I would still be a fucking Christian. I would still be believing in flat earth. I would still be believing in law of attraction. I would still be thinking that there's an afterlife and all that stuff. But now I only accept what there is evidence for. Now I accept what has been demonstrated. If you propose something to me, I'm going to ask you for the evidence. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to ask you to prove it to me.
I think you call him back in.
Yeah, that's is that you, Clayton? Who is the 509? Area code 509.
Yeah, that's me. Yes, that's me.
You got $1,000 or $2,000, bro?
Okay, bro, I'm just gonna ask you politely. Can you please not interrupt me and don't start yelling and all of that, please? So I just want to confirm that you are confirming the bet. I made you a bet that you can't show me a scientific experiment that show me how large bodies of water, real water, can curve into a ball. And then I said, I can prove to you the natural physics of water, that water can take the shape of this container and always find level. That is the bet. Now, are we clear?
We always been clear on the bet. Okay, so are you saying to me that experiment that you showed me proves that large bodies of water on this earth that we live on, the water that we see, it's not up in space, the water that we see in the ocean. It's not behaving like that water up in space. What you're showing us is not actually how water is behaving that we see. That's what I want you to understand, my brother. That's not real water you're showing us. Are we seeing the water that's on the screen, Clayton?
Hold on, brother. You said you weren't going to interrupt me, my brother.
I didn't say I wasn't going to interrupt you.
You barely give me 3 minutes to speak. You asked me to say I wasn't going to interrupt you. You barely give me 3 minutes to speak, my brother.
Bro, you barely give me $1 off of $2,000 that you owe me. So I'm asking you, you said the water that we see, are we not seeing this water on the screen? Like, I don't get it. What is the difference between the water on the screen and the water that you have in front of you right now? The only difference is that this water on the screen is very far away from the gravitational force of Earth. So you told me to show you water, real water conforming to a ball. That's what I did. Then you came back another sentence later, said large bodies of water. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking that you only said large bodies of water because you want to fail safe. You want to say, oh, just in case he showed me, I'm going to say that it's not large body of water because I know you can't get no large body of water out of space. He ain't going to be able to do that. And that's dishonest. So I'm going to tell you for the third time, yes, I accept your bet. And no, you was not going to get out of the bet by saying this water is not large enough. If that's your plan, then I'm going to hang up on you again.
No, I don't want you. I don't want you to hang up on me. And brother, you've been talking this entire time. This is not a fair debate. You shouldn't call this a debate because all you're doing is talking and then cutting me off and then speaking and then cutting me off. You're not allowing me to speak.
I gave you time to talk. So and you tried to finagle your way out of the bet.
It again, my brother.
So 20 minutes. You talk for 20 minutes.
And you are very
hold on. This is how I'm not.
All right, Clay, this is what I'm going to do for you, bro. This is what I'm going to do for you, bro. I got you muted right now, but I'm about to unmute you real quick. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to talk. And after that 5 minutes, if I or Kwame got a question or a comment, then you'll listen to it and you'll respond to it. And if you still got something else to say, I'll give you another 5 minutes. And we'll do it in 5-minute increments like that. Because what happens is this is called the Gitch Gallop. Is you'll talk for so long and you'll say so many things that I don't have time to respond to them all. And if you say a million things that it's going to take me 5 minutes to respond to them all and prove to you why all of them is wrong, that's not fair. So at the 5 minutes, then I'm gonna ask you a question. If I don't got a question, I'll just say keep going. Is that cool with you?
Yes, that's cool with me. And what you just did, my brother, is you forgetting that you're recording this. What you just did, my brother, is explain what you were doing. You've been talking this entire time. I haven't talked for 3 minutes straight. Well, yes, I take that back.
This is my channel, and I'm supposed to talk the entire time. Yeah, you got 5 minutes. You gonna talk about me, or you gonna talk about flat Earth?
Can you give me the 5 at least? I'm not going to need 5. When I first came on was as long as you let me speak. Let me hurry up. So what I'm going to do now is, because this is a legal binding offer, I'm thinking, I'm going to get my attorney involved. And I'm going to see if I owe you $2,000 because I made it clear that I want to see large bodies of water curving into a ball. And I'm saying to you that you did not show me how large bodies of water can curve into a ball by showing me a guy in what they call outer space wringing out a towel and bubbles of water floating off of it. That's not proving that water is curving into a ball. And then that thing was warping. It wasn't actually a ball. It was warping. Show me a solid ball of water. You see what I'm saying, my brother? I make that clear. Give me my 5 minutes, and I'm almost done. So I'm done. So I feel like I don't owe you $2,000 because you did not prove, and now you're missing the point. Now, did I not prove to you by showing you that glass of water that water takes the shape of this container no matter what you put it in? The water is always going to be level. Are you telling me that's a lie and that can't be proven? That I can't prove that whatever.
Can you do that in a large? Can you do that in a large? Can you do that with a large body of water?
Yeah, I can put an Olympic-sized pool is a large body of water. A pond is a large body body of water. A lake is a large body of water. Show us how a lake curves into a ball. Like what's that lake in Nevada? God, I can't think of the name of it, but NASA has this picture of it. Lake Tahoe. And it's on the side of the ball. And I'm like, why is the water not rolling down the ball? Is gravity keeping the water, like lakes and ponds, stuck on the side of a ball? We all know what happens if you pour water downhill. It's going to roll downhill. But this gravity magically has lakes and rivers stuck to the side of a ball. So I'm asking you, let me see an experiment to prove that. And you think you've done that and you haven't. So are you going to give me my $2,000 because I can show you whatever I put water in? And the biggest thing that I can show you is a lake. And it's going to be flat and level, my brother. You see the fool you made of yourself? Now,
I'm going to get my attorney involved. Now, that's my 5 minutes. Now, ask me a question. I'm going to get my attorney involved to prove it.
Oh.
Do you not understand that what you're asking me for is the earth? You asking me for a large body of water suspended in space, conforming to the shape of a ball. That's the earth. So if you want me to show you another earth, I can't do that. You asking me for something that's impossible. So I'm showing you something that's practical and impossible. And if you have sense enough and you're really open-minded and you say you want the truth like you say you do, you will be able to look at the screen and see how water behaves when gravity is taken out of the equation, and you can come to a conclusion that, yeah, water will conform to a ball. Matter of fact, not only water, but anything you put in outer space is going to conform to the shape of a ball because of gravity. So, and water behaves this way because of surface tension. So each water molecule has like basically sticks to the other. The same thing that makes some bugs walk on the surface of water. Surface tension. Sometimes when you have water and when you pour it out of a cup and it might stick to the side of the cup instead of pouring straight down, that's because of surface tension. So what you're talking about is simply not scientific and not true, and you still owe me $2,000.
Okay. Let me interject. Hold on. Let me interject before he answers. You lived in Dallas, right? You played with the Dallas Cowboys, so you know where Lake Ray Hubbard is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Have you been on the north side of Lake Ray Hubbard, right? Because you know Lake Ray Hubbard goes all the way to Waxahachie, right?
I'm not sure, but I know what the lake you're talking about. What point are you making, my brother?
Okay, so if you get on, so I can demonstrate that it's a slight curve. Now, if the Earth was flat, if the Earth was flat, you should be able to see that power plant that's on Interstate 35 South, that's in Waxahachie. If Lake Ray Hubbard was all the way flat, you could see the parking lot to that power plant with a telescope. Even with a telescope, you wouldn't be able to see that power plant. Because if you look at Lake Ray Hubbard, if you're on the north side of Lake Ray Hubbard, which is close to like Garland and all that, go to Garland and then take a telescope and see if you can see that power plant in Waxahachie over Lake Ray Hubbard. There's your proof right there. Because I've done it. I've done it. And I would do it again. I would go way to Garland and by Lake Ray Hubbard and take a telescope and see if I can see Waxahachie from Lake Ray Hubbard.
Hey, brother, that's another topic.
That's hold on. That's all in the DFW. We're in the DFW. We're in Dallas-Fort Worth. So you should be able to see that power plant on I-35 South. Hold on, you should be able to see that power plant on I-35 South over Lake Ray Hubbard. If Lake Ray Hubbard didn't curve.
I got you. You're repeating yourself. I got you, my brother. What you're talking about is not an experiment. I'm asking for an experiment. So what you and your boy. So let me ask my brother something so he can feel how ridiculous he sounds. Is that the only experiment that you can find of bubbles that are morphing in and out that are not actually curving into a ball? Because you didn't show me that's morphing. And the Earth is not doing that.
I wish you wouldn't keep picking on that video, because the first video that I showed you was the actual experiment. That was just the icing on the cake to show you that water actually does form into the shape of a ball. But the experiment, the specific experiment, was the one where the guy squirted the water onto the towel to see what happened. Because see, what a scientific experiment is something that you perform to see what will happen. You don't already know what's going to happen. You see what the result will be. So that's what he was doing. He said, what will happen if we squeeze out a soaked rag with water in outer space? What will happen? If we did it on Earth, we all know what will happen. The water will fall towards the Earth. But in outer space, it doesn't do that. What does it do? It conforms around the towel, and it just stays there, just like the water stays around the Earth. Because the Earth is in outer space, just like the towel is in outer space, and the water is around the Earth, just like the water is around the towel. So yes, that is exactly what you asked for, a scientific experiment that shows that water conforms to a ball. Then I gave you 2 more videos just to make it even more convincing for you.
Now let me explain to you, brother, that when I wash my hands right now, from what you showed me, you're saying we are in outer space. So when I wash my hands, water should be behaving like what this bubble I'm seeing.
No, it shouldn't, because you're on Earth, sir. Hold on, bro. The bubble that you're seeing is not on Earth. It's outer space in the International Space Station.
Cutting people off when you get dug into, bruh. I'm talking about water.
No, because he's not
here.
talking about water we experience here. I'm not talking about taking gravity away, because gravity is not taken away here. Gravity is not taken away from the water here, my brother. Because if water behaves like what you're trying to show us the experiment is, water will behave like that as soon as I turn the faucet on. But it doesn't do that. So I'm asking you, and maybe I should clear this up. Show me how water here. Don't take it in what we are thinking is outer space and removing gravity. We are under gravity right now. Gravity has us stuck to the earth. So show me how the water that we wash
again, brother. If you are not smart enough,
say that slowly. Say that slowly. What's happening? Stuck to the earth.
He didn't hear. I heard him contradict himself.
Everybody give him a hand clap in the comments. Everybody give him a hand clap. Give him a hand clap. He just you're no longer a flat earther, sir.
Y'all playing games. Y'all think I'm playing about.
I'm gonna do 20 push-ups for that one, man.
Y'all in trouble, man. I'm serious, but y'all think this is a joke. Y'all making a legally binding.
All right, Mr. Clayton.
This is legal. You understand it.
Mr. Clayton, what is the reason why the lakes don't fall off the side of Earth?
Brother, let's not get into another discussion. Let's stay on this.
That's not another discussion. And that's bro. I'm done with the $2 grand because you said you're gonna get your attorney involved, and that's what we're gonna have to do.
Natural physics of water. I can prove the natural physics of water. Can I not?
Can I not? Bro, that's what I'm telling you. All right. So let's do this. Let's do this. You can prove the natural physics of water. I'm not gonna waste my time going back and forth with what happens with water. Everybody knows what the fuck water behaves like on Earth. All right. What they don't know is how water behaves when gravity's not around. That's what I'm showing you. What you want is an experiment to show how water behaves when there's gravity around. But because you don't even understand that what you're saying is that gravity is not real, but then you're saying that I can't show you that gravity is not real because of gravity. That's exactly what you're saying. It makes absolutely no sense. I want you to understand that, bro. You contradicting yourself right now. You telling me that lake or whatever, Lake Tahoe or whatever it was, should be falling off the earth, and we got this imaginary gravity that's keeping it from falling off the earth. But then when I show you what water looked like without gravity, you say, show me what it looked like with gravity. You understand that, bro?
Hey, bro, brother, let me explain to you what gravity is, or what they're calling gravity. If anything is heavier than the air and it's not supported, it's going to fall. There is nothing pulling anything to the earth. And you know how, again, anything that's heavier than the air and is not supported is going to fall. Nothing is pulling. You can place a nail on the edge of a table and balance it to where it's almost about to fall off. And then now you got to ask yourself, where's gravity? And then this is what you would think gravity would be like. Get a magnet and then go to the floor and slowly start rising up to the nail. Now, when you get close enough, that force from the magnet is going to pull the balanced nail off of the table. That's what you would expect gravity to do. But nobody has proven that there is a force pulling anything. And if you can prove that large bodies of water can curve into a ball, then you will be proving gravity. You're not proving. You're telling me that
we already proved the water can curve into a ball. I mean, I want anybody out there that's listening to, if you think that what he just said is true, to get up your smartphone and look in your app store, download a free app called an accelerometer. There's all different types of accelerometers. What they do is they measure how much acceleration a thing has. They usually are in big devices, but now their technology has gotten so advanced, they got an app for everything now, really. So in these apps, what they do is they have to equate for the force of gravity, because the force of gravity pulls a constant force on the device. So you have to take that in consideration if you want to get an accurate reading of how much acceleration you're doing. If what Mr. Clayton just said was true, then all of these people that are making these apps are simply conspirators involved in the conspiracy to make you think that the earth is round, and they just program this stuff in there because they're evil, like me and Kwame and want you not to believe in God because it's going to take away your magic powers if you found out that the earth really was round and that you're really just floating on a speck of dust and you're really not all that important to the universe in the grand scheme of things. So just if you want to find the truth, then actually look into it. Don't believe me. Don't believe Clayton. If you think that gravity is not real, then pull out an accelerometer. You can download an app on your phone and you can measure gravity for yourself. You can look up Einstein and how he proved that gravity was the thing that keeps planets in orbit around the sun. So I'm not even going to get into that. I'm just going to suggest that y'all go and look it up for yourself. And Clayton, I suggest that you look that stuff up as well. You also need to look up inertia, and I don't know if it's going to do you any good because you're probably just going to say that it's a lie or it's a conspiracy or something. But look up gravity, man, and look up what gravity really is. It's nothing hocus pocus, nothing spooky about it. There's no conspiracy involved in it. It's simply truth.
Bro, there was not one time that you let me finish anything that I was trying to explain, and I was trying to rush. You got me rushing, trying to explain. But every time I got you on the hot seat, it just felt like you jumped in and you interrupt and you just kept saying the same thing. So what we're going to do from here is I honestly feel like you owe me $2,000 and I want my $2,000. So tomorrow's Monday. I'm going to send this link to my attorney, let him know if I'm able to collect my money, because I feel like you owe me money because you made me a bet that I can't prove the natural physics of water.
You made the bet.
I did.
You're right. You made the bet.
But he accepted it. And I made it clear 3 times. I said, do you understand the bet? You are betting me that I can't prove the natural physics of water. I held the glass up. I kept, and I told him.
Because now you pissing me off, man. Because I explained to you, we keep going back to this bet shit. I already explained to you that if you think you're going to get out of the bet by saying that the water is not large enough, then you got another thing coming. All right? Because that's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I gave you exactly what you asked me for, exactly what you bet me. You said you want to see water, real water, conform to the shape of a ball. Now you saying you want to see it on Earth, which everybody know is fucking impossible because Earth has gravity. So now you asking me, you think I'm dumb enough to take a bet that I can't fucking accept, that I don't know how it I can't demonstrate. I'm gonna take a bet that's impossible. It's like betting somebody that a fucking dog can turn into a horse overnight. Well, it can't fucking happen. Why would I bet somebody that shit? So you think I'm dumb enough to take a bet that can't happen by saying that large bodies of water, you know what I'm saying? The largest body of water you can get is what I showed you. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is put your fucking brain to work and realize that if you increase the amount of water, it don't change the shape. All right? It's just more water. So, yeah, man, get your attorney to tell you that you owe me $2,000. Then you can pay him too. Then you're going to be out of even more money.
I gave him an example, too, of Lake Ray Hubbard. Because Lake Ray Hubbard goes north-south. So I said, if you're in Garland, where the tip of Lake Ray Hubbard is, see if you can see Waxahachie from Garland. And you're going to be looking over Lake Ray Hubbard. You're not going to see the power plant on I-35 in Waxahachie. That's proof right there. Now, if it was flat, if the earth was flat, you could see the power plant in Waxahachie from Garland.
Exactly.
So you'd be seeing DeSoto, Forney, Terrell, Texas. Shit, you can see Corsicana from Garland if it was flat over Lake Ray Hubbard.
Why can't you see the peaks of tall mountains like Mauna Kea, the highest peak in Hawaii, and the summit of the biggest island with the incredible views, nothing but ocean around it. But other few nearby islands that you should be able to see extremely far away. The island of Kauai has the 7th highest point in the Hawaiian Islands, the peak known as Kawakini. If you were to draw a straight line from Mauna Kea, elevation 13,796 feet, to Kawakini, elevation 5,226 feet, it would span a distance of 303 miles. However, you cannot see one from the other, which you absolutely would be able to do if the earth were flat. With the curved earth, of measured radius, the line of sight limit for these two elevations caps out at 233 miles. Only with the curved earth is one invisible from the other, and this is true for any two mountain peaks with a clear line of sight from one to the other. So all y'all out there that believe in flat earth, which you got your work cut out for you. You got to explain all of this stuff that we brought up today. And Clayton, I want you to go waste your money, hire an attorney so he can tell you that you lost this bet. Because I know it's not easy for somebody to just admit that, they're wrong and they got caught out there and you lost the bet. But at the end of the day, man, it's all about truth and it's all about help. If somebody come up to you and they tell you, hey, man, your breath stink, and you might take some offense to that, man. It might piss you off. You might start to think, man, my breath don't stink, man. This motherfucker don't know what he talking about. But then you give yourself the test, a little breath check, a little, and then you be like, whoa, my breath do kind of stink, man. What did I eat today? Was it the tuna? I don't know. So you realize that this person that pissed you off was really only trying to help. And now that they told you something that at first pissed you off, now you better for it because now you can do something about it. Now you can fix it. So when I tell you the earth is round, I know it comes as something that you like, man, don't tell me that. They lied to me when they told me that shit. But man, I'm telling you, bro, you do the research, you will prove it to yourself. You don't got to take my word for it. You ain't got to believe me. I'm not finna give you some personal testimony of what I saw. I'm showing you. What you got to do is debunk what I'm showing you. All these pictures and all these videos on the screen, you got to prove that this stuff is fake. You got to explain how this don't answer the question that you asked me. You got to do that, and you ain't.
And another thing, I don't understand. I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't understand why he can use the container, but he wants you to use the earth.
That's what I'm saying. He said that the bet don't count because it's out of space. It got to be on Earth, bro. It's not going to happen on Earth because of gravity. Then he said gravity don't exist, but then he want us to show him what happens when gravity is involved. Like it's ridiculous, man.
And he said it too. That's why I clapped my hands and I said, I told him, I said, say that again slowly. Because he just basically just killed his earth. Yeah, he just basically said, man, because the water sticks to the earth because of gravity. Of course, I was like, man, I said, man, let me do 20 push-ups for that one.
And we got some dumbass people in the chat room too. I can't even see the chat room from here because you got the screen. Oh, I see it a little bit. Joseph, some suckers, bro. I'm reading now. The chat ain't moving now. Like this is why I don't like to debate flat earthers, because they don't really want to know the truth. They just want to believe, man. Because like if I could show you all of this evidence and your answer ain't a debunk or a rebuttal to what I showed you, you just gonna bring up some whole other shit, then you ain't trying to really get to the truth of the matter. You just basically close your eyes and plug your ears and say, la la la, I don't want to hear you, I don't want to hear you, I don't want to hear you, because you ain't respond to none of the shit that I presented. And I don't even want to bring up the whole bet shit, but man, like anybody with a brain can see that I gave him what he asked for. Man, water in the ball. That's what you said. Show you. That's what I showed you.
Exactly. And this is another example I want, because he played at the old Cowboy Stadium in South Dallas. I should have said, have you been on top of the old Cowboy Stadium at the Cotton Bowl? And could you see Oak Cliff? Could you see that tower in Oak Cliff? Hell no. You wouldn't be able to, because Oak Cliff in South Dallas, like right there, but the tower in off of what's that street called? 67. He wouldn't be able to see that tower off of 67 if he stood on top of the Cotton Bowl. From South Dallas, he would not be able to see the Oak Cliff Tower standing on top of the Cotton Bowl. Now call back in and then tell me you can still see that, and go. I don't know if you're in Dallas still, but go on top of the Cotton Bowl and tell me, can you see that water tower in Oak Cliff, that real big one, the tallest one in Oak Cliff? You ain't gonna be able to see it. Demonstrate that.
Nah, don't call back in, man.
You know why? Because the earth is curved. Yeah, exactly. You and your attorney go on top of the Cotton Bowl and see if y'all can see that damn tower in Oak Cliff. You ain't gonna see it because of the curvature.
Well, shit, man. I guess I'm about all spent on this shit, man. If you got anything else you want to share with the people?
I don't know. I just want to tell the people, I hope they didn't lose no brain cells listening to that nigga. Shit. I thought I was gonna lose some brain cells. I had to go drink some water.
Oh man.
Large bodies of water.
And by the way, these images on the screen of the Earth are real images, people. These are not digital. These are taken from the Discover satellite. You can look it up. Discover satellite uses the Epic camera to take a picture of the Earth every 2 hours. So I don't understand how we're having a flat Earth debate when you're looking at the fucking Earth right in front of you. What you have to do is do some mental gymnastics to try to say that this shit is fake, but you can't prove it. If you can prove it, do it. And then I'll be going hard on how they faked all this shit, and I'll be making a show about that. But if you can't prove it, then how the fuck you expect me to believe that shit when I'm looking at the fucking Earth right here? I'm looking at water and a ball right here. This is not belief, people. This is observation, demonstration, math, science. He said, look, I showed him, I told him trigonometry, the a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I showed him how the ancients used to use trigonometry to find the distances between the Earth and the sun by extending triangles that they had on the Earth into the sky, and knowing, okay, if I know this angle, then I know that angle. If I know this angle, then I know that angle. And if that angle is this, then this angle must be this. So that's how they measured the distance. I explained this to him, and then he gonna get on here and say, this ain't none of that fake stuff about angles and stuff.
Yeah.
As if math is fake or some shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, y'all think y'all been lied to so much that science and math ain't real? How the fuck do you figure that shit? You have been lied to, but you don't know, you wrong about the shit that you've been lied to about, nigga. You've been lied to about that religion shit. You've been lied to about that God shit. You've been lied to about this flat earth shit. I'm telling you, bro, I was a flat earther for 2 days. For 2 days when I first got
Clayton just said in the comments that you're showing CGI, and then Jack Gold said, show me a camera that can zoom in 233 miles.
Yeah, that's why
I guess you're a flat earther.
That's why I said it's a dumbass people in the chat. I saw them comments too. They said these folks dumb as hell. But I mean, I knew they was gonna say it was CGI. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like to debate flat earthers, because I show them all the proof and they just go, "Oh, that's fake." It's just like trying to talk to somebody and they going, "I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you." Like that's lame as fuck. I don't want to talk to nobody that's not listening. So if I show you a picture and all you got to say is that's fake, prove that it's fucking fake. Stop telling me that it's fake and you can't prove it. Show me a fake flat earth picture that look this damn convincing. Do something other than deny this shit that's in front of you.
Carl Scott, you said if you mean the NASA Hollywood, Carl Scott, call your ass in, show us that NASA's Hollywood. Bring your computer, show us that it's fake. See, your flat earthers, y'all want to stay, he said, if you mean NASA's Hollywood space station footage, then you're being deceived. Call in and prove it, man.
Jack,
call in and prove it, Carl.
Call in and prove.
The last beat, everything is a lie. What makes you think everything is a lie? Show us that everything is a lie. Demonstrate that.
And that's the problem with it. And it's kind of sad, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of sad because I've seen this shit happen, bro. Motherfuckers that we have been lied to, you know? And they take that and they don't trust nothing no more. But they don't know where the lies is. So they hear, okay, we've been lied to about this. They fake the moon landing, which they might have. Honestly, I don't know if they really went to the moon or not. I just think America being the way that America is, it makes so much more sense to me that they would lie about the shit. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like an American thing to do, to lie about the shit. And if you do the history research of what was going on at the time, it just kind of make more sense that they lied about the shit. But that doesn't change the fact that we got so much more evidence that proves the shape of the earth. You know, the reason why people believe the earth is round ain't got nothing to do with them going to the moon. But that's the whole reason why people think the earth is flat. And that's sad. You know what I'm saying? Because just because a motherfucker lied to you don't mean that everything they fucking said is a lie, bro. Your mama lied to you before. You think your mama ain't never lied to you? You goddamn tripping. But you think everything your mama told you was a lie? Come on now. Y'all folk gotta wake up. So this is the first and last time that I'll ever be in a flat earth debate. Next time, I want my money up front, and if I lose, then I'll send it back. Because, like, this is why I don't do this shit. It's a waste of fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't really want to know the truth. They just want to believe what they already came in believing. And regardless of the evidence, the math, and the science, the photos, the videos, they just gonna say science is not real, math not real, and all that stuff is fake. And my imaginary friend in the sky is the reason why the earth is flat. Get the fuck out of here with that
Oh,
bullshit.
let's not leave one out. Our devices is powered by devil magic. The phone that you're using, I guess, is powered by devil magic, right?
Oh yeah, man, because science is evil. Science is of the devil. You know what I'm saying?
But
This
you're using
nigga
your
in the
phone
chat
though to
said-
call your girl.
Some dumb nigga in the chat say he ain't gonna call in because we don't like debating intelligent people. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't had a real. Clayton, I'm not gonna say Clayton is not intelligent. Clayton don't strike me as an unintelligent person, but he don't want to know the real truth. He want to believe. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a real open mind when it comes to these questions about God and stuff. Cause that's what it's about. Flat Earth is really about God. You know what I'm saying?
Cross, call in.
Flat Earth
Call
is really
in,
about
Cross,
God, dog. These motherfuckers only think the Earth is flat because they believe in God. That's the only reason.
Exactly. Carl Scott, call in and prove to us that these are CGI. You're just yelling foul. Jago or whatever your name is, call in too. Show us that they're tricking us, please. Stop staying in the comments like a little pussy and call your motherfucking ass in. Let's do this shit in real time. Stop talking that shit. Bring your bitch ass on in the damn live and let's do this in real time. Pull your computer up. Show us that it's fake instead of just yelling, oh, it's fake. That's not an argument, sir.
717-275-8940 is the number. 717-275-8940. And the access code is 778-8065. That's 778-8065.
Come in and prove. I'm sorry, my bad. Last B, call in and show us that the Bible is true. Prove it. We can do that Bible too. We'll tear that Bible apart too. Oh my goodness, man. God damn. I want to go work with this shit on my mind. Fuck, man. I said I'm gonna buy me some new furniture, all that shit, but thanks not. Ain't nobody gonna hang up, call in. Stop making excuses. Nobody's gonna hang up on you. You're just making an excuse on why you don't want to call in because you don't want to sound stupid to the world. That's what that is.
That's what he said. If I call in, y'all just gonna hang up on. Only reason we gonna hang up on you is if you dishonest. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I've ever hung up on somebody is for being dishonest. Like if you tell me you want the truth and then I show you some real shit and you can't respond to what I showed you, you just gonna try to do some mental gymnastics and finagle your way as if I'm stupid or some shit. Now you insult my intelligence for one, and you being dishonest. So why would I continue to have a conversation with somebody who's not being honest? Because you ain't really trying to get to the truth. I'm sitting here and prove all day long that you wrong and you still gonna be screaming that you right, and I ain't got time for that shit.
Did you see where Clayton said that you have to learn to conduct yourself, like you did on Friday, cussing them out, niggas and this and bitch and all that stuff?
Exactly.
Just like you did on Friday.
You think he a slickster, you know what I'm saying? Then he gonna try to say every time I cut him off, he telling me some when you under the fire, you gonna cut me off, bro. That's just called a reverse psychology bullshit. You trying to get me to stop interrupting you by saying that I'm doing it for a specific reason, when everybody with a brain that's listening can see that I'm only interrupting you because you said some dumb shit, and I'm clarifying what you said, and I'm telling people, hey, y'all go fact check this nigga on this bullshit, because this is my show and I don't like when people get up here talking bullshit. I like to tell the people, hey, go fact check this motherfucker. He just said gravity don't exist. All you got to do is download the accelerometer app on your phone and you can see that gravity do exist. It's simple. All you got to do is look at a 24/7 live feed of the International Space Station, which is always playing, and you can see that the Earth is round. Look it up for yourself. You don't got to believe Kweli. You don't got to believe Kwame. You don't got to believe Clayton. Look this shit up for your goddamn self. And I don't understand how these people that claim they flat earthers and they doing research haven't came to the conclusion. Because when I was into the flat earth shit, I did research, and guess what? I had to face the facts that damn, this earth ain't really flat. I thought it was. It sounded good for a second. When B.O.B. said the earth was flat, I was like, man, let me look into this shit, because I fucks with B.O.B. But when I actually looked into the shit, I found out that B.O.B. was dumb as hell. So whether he makes some of my favorite songs or not, the motherfucker is wrong. Clayton, whether I fucks with you as a human being or not, your ass is wrong when it comes to this flat earth shit and when it comes to this God shit. And you owe me $2,000, nigga. And me and Kwame gonna split that. So you owe me $1,000 and you owe him $1,000. I advise you not to get your attorney involved because it's just gonna cost you more money. But if you want to do that, then go right ahead.
Carl Scott, hold on, Carl Scott. Carl Scott, I really wouldn't want to waste that much money on international call. Sound like a cop-out to me.
Yeah, man. 760 area
Sound like a
code.
cop-out.
760 area code. You are on the line. What's your name and where you calling from?
Just listening to you. Make your money.
760 area code. You on the air. 760. You on the air. Hello.
Do whatever you want to do. Make that money. Make that money. I'm gonna turn my phone off. Make your money.
Yeah, but I thought you upstanding dude, you know what I'm saying? You 50 years old, black brother, you play football.
I don't know.
I didn't think you had
what's going on, man.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Somebody called in. I don't know if she was talking to us or she was talking to somebody in the background, talking about some making money or something. We don't get that much money for this show, man. We get pennies over here.
Yeah. And it's really not even about the money. It's about spreading awareness to our people, waking our fucking people up, man. They too deaf, dumb, and blind to even see that we trying to wake them up.
Clayton, I muted you because you called on twice. I hung up on you once because you tried to switch the bet. You hung up the second time because I muted you. And I got a real strong feeling that if you get on the line again, it's not going to go well. It's not going to be a good experience. So what I want you to do, Clayton, is watch this stream again. Talk to your people, not no fucking flat earth people. I'm talking about actual thinkers. If you got to bring your attorney in, talk to your attorney and see what they say about this this bet, the debate, this flat earth shit. Debunk the evidence. When you come back in, I really don't want to talk to you unless you got something that's going to show that what I'm showing you is not true. So if you can prove that these photos have been faked or put together and they're not actual photos of the earth, if you can prove that this water in outer space don't really behave that way and that the earth is not in outer space, if you can show that the earth has an edge, if you can explain how we get seasons on a flat earth, if you can explain why we don't see the sun at night if the earth is flat, any of these questions, then you can call back in. If not, then we really ain't got nothing to talk about. Because I feel like I gave you way too much for you to be still gung-ho on what you believe. You know what I'm saying? It's like the only way you could do that is if you got your eyes and ears closed and you're not trying to hear nothing. You just think everything is a lie, everything is a conspiracy, but you can't prove it. If it is a lie, I'm not saying it's not. But if it is, you got to convince me that it is. You can't just say it's fake because it's being presented as real. So if you show me a picture of your daughter, I'm about to say, nigga, that's not your daughter. That's your niece. That's your neighbor daughter. That ain't really your daughter. How am I supposed to tell you that's not your daughter? I gotta prove. If I don't think that's your daughter, I gotta show some counter evidence, right? I can't just say that's not your daughter and I ain't never met her. You know, so you can't just say that these pictures ain't really the earth and you ain't never been in outer space. You gotta prove this shit, brother. This ain't church. You can't just be up in here saying some shit that sound good and have everybody go, yeah. Nah, nigga, you gotta prove that shit. So until you can do that shit, we ain't really got nothing to talk about, brother. I'm done, really, man. It don't look like nobody else gonna call in. Kwame,
yeah, we getting somewhere though. Jag, why don't you call in? You talking shit in the comments, bro. You two niggas probably believe y'all funny in a sad way. I don't know who he talking about.
Man, these are
I'm up for reading the comments on my
these are believers, bro. I don't got time for believers. If you can't prove what you believe is actually true, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So evidence, demonstration, facts.
I think Clayton back on the line. Clayton back on the line.
He came back on the line, but I don't want to talk to him. You want to talk to him? 'Cause I'm done.
Yeah, I'll talk to him. Yeah, I can.
Y'all can talk.
You know, I know your brain need a rest from this shit.
Yeah.
'Cause I know you hot, man.
I'm sorry, my brother. What's your name again, my brother? What's your name again, my bro?
Which one?
He talking to you.
You. What's your name? What's your name?
Kwame.
Kwame, first off, I want to say, bro, it wasn't no need for you to be disrespectful about my career, and I wasn't a whatever you said cornerback. I started the year we went to our third Super Bowl, and actually I got suspended right before the Super Bowl happened. So you trying to hurt me or embarrass me, bro? We as brothers, we don't need to be doing anything like that. And I tried to explain to you guys when I first got on the call what type of person I was. I am truly a person that is looking for the truth, especially since I know that they have lied to us about everything, my brother. So everything is in question to me. I want to see actual proof now because I know that I've been indoctrinated with things. And I watched these brothers' videos, and I heard them do a couple talks. But the first talk I heard him when he went off on that lady, and I was like, damn, brother got rude. But I was like, damn, she kind of asked for it, but she was cutting him off. But I had no idea this conversation was going to go like that with this brother because most atheists, man, they're respectable, and they don't get all rude. And when we listen at this video again, all you're going to hear is what you guys have been saying to me. I haven't been rude to any of you guys. Now, I may get loud or something like that, but I haven't been rude to any of you guys. And I still don't feel like you guys... experience. Brother, I used to be an atheist. I can't remember that bald head dude that died.
No, you can never... Okay, so this is what pisses me off about you Christians. Y'all always say that y'all used to be an atheist. That's not true. That's not fucking true.
You're doing it again to me, my brother. You're doing it again to me, my brother. Please don't do that to me. Could y'all please just let me finish one time, man? Let's just stay on topic. This whole thing is about, I try my best to make it clear because I've been asking people this question for 2 years, and people will show me like raindrops or they'll show me a bubble. And I said, okay, Clayton, you got to be specific when you're saying that water can't curve into a ball because people are going to show you like bubbles and raindrops. So then it's like, make sure you emphasize large bodies. You want to see large bodies of water on this earth curving into a ball. I just want to see an experiment. And all I'm saying respectfully is I don't feel like you have shown me what I wanted to see. And I'm sorry that you misunderstood what I wanted. But if we put this up just with people that aren't biased towards anything, they will say that you didn't prove your experiment. And you're missing the point about the natural physics of water. I said to you that whatever I pour water in, it is going to take the shape of that and level out. I told you I could do that, and I can prove that to you. And you just keep showing me something in outer space. And water doesn't behave like that. I don't see water like that on the earth because we're not up there. You're acting like we are up there. And if we were, water would be moving in slow motion and like that, and then you're still missing the spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. It wouldn't be able to keep the ball shape. So that's just my view on it. I'm sorry this had to get so personal and outrageous. If we don't agree, let's just say, well, you know what, brother, man, I kind of feel where you're coming from. I got to respectfully disagree. Let's stop all this trying to make each other look bad. You bringing up my past, drugs, and I made it to the NFL, man.
I didn't say you was on drugs. I didn't say you was on drugs. Now, see, I didn't even say that shit. I was 8 years old when you was in the NFL.
I'm gonna end with that. I'm gonna give you the microphone.
All right, cool. All right, Clay, I want to ask you a question, a real sincere, honest question, and please try not to give me a 5-minute answer. I just want to know, how do you propose that we get this large body of water into space? Because what you're asking me for can't be done on the earth, all right, because the earth has gravity. So the only way to do it is in space. So how do I get the large body of water in space?
Again, you're confusing me when you say in space, because when I'm thinking of water, I'm thinking about the water that we see here, the water that's in a pool, water that's in the ocean. Here on Earth.
Where is Earth?
On Earth. On Earth.
Where is Earth? Where is Earth? What is Earth?
It's Earth.
What is it resting on? What is it resting on?
I don't know what it's resting on. I just know it's not a ball up in space and spinning. So
you arguing from ignorance?
No, brother. You're showing me how water behaves on a spacecraft.
So therefore,
but you're showing me how water behaves on a spacecraft. I want to see how water behaves in your room right now.
But you already know.
I want to see how water behaves outside.
Right. See, I don't got time for this. You know what I'm saying? This is why I say I don't got time for this shit. You already know how water behaves in a room. What you don't know and what you need to understand is how water behaves in space, but you don't want to believe in space. You want to think space is a big conspiracy. So what you need to do is prove that there is no space. Prove that there's a dome on top of the earth. Prove that shit. Stop believing it and prove it. Because I don't got time to be arguing with somebody about what's 2 + 2. That's what I feel like I'm doing right now. I'm arguing with a grown ass man about what's 2 + 2. When everybody with a brain know it's 4. Only stupid motherfuckers think it's not. So we arguing about something that everybody that got some intelligence know is true. Only stupid motherfuckers think the earth is flat. And if you out there, you listening, you think the earth is flat and you offended by that shit, I'm sorry for you. Sometimes the truth hurt. When the motherfucker tell you that the earth stinks, sometimes it hurts your feelings. But the earth is not.
So if I see any trolls, so all you trolls, we'll get blocked out. We'll get kicked out of this live stream. So if you're not gonna call in, you're gonna be like a little bitch and stay in the fucking comments and not call in real time. I'm kicking you out the fucking live. Believe that. So you got one more time. Call the fuck in or get the fuck on, or I'm gonna push you out. Simple as that. You talk a lot of shit in the fucking comments. Call your motherfucking ass in. Get on the live stream, and prove your shit.
All you got to do is prove it.
See, last week making excuses. It's hard. He called, man. He got to what? Learn how to type. So Jag, either get the fuck on or call the fuck in. I don't deal with trolls.
Yeah, man. Hell,
I just demonstrated. Oh, I'm sorry.
You good? I told you, bro. I'm spent, man. I'm done, man. You can go ahead. You got the flow.
Yeah. Okay, so I just demonstrated him since he been to Dallas, since he lived in Dallas, or I don't know if he still live in Dallas. You can go to Garland, where Lake Ray Hubbard is like round that area, like Jupiter Road and shit like that. Get on the highest building in Garland, one of the buildings. Get a telescope and tell me, can you still and look over Lake Ray Hubbard and see if you can see that power plant in Waxahachie. If you can't do that, then that's proof that the water curves on Earth. I gave you an example. If you're in Dallas, if you're in the DFW right now, I'll go with you. I'll drive you out there if you ain't got a car. Well, I'm sure you do, but I'm just saying, I'll go out there with you. And we can go to Garland and look over Lake Ray Hubbard, or we can go to Rockwall and still not see Waxahachie. It's like round that area, like Jupiter Road and shit like that. Get on the highest building in Garland. Somebody got some feedback. Somebody turn their Can you still and look over Lake Ray Hubbard and see if you can see that
760 area code? You on the air? What's your name? Where you calling from?
If you can't do that, then that's proof that the water curves on Earth.
I guess they don't want to talk. That's the same person that called in last time. But they ain't saying nothing.
Cause it's like I said, it's like this dude, like he not even doing an experiment. He just sitting at his apartment and just saying foul this, foul to that. He not showing us. He gonna get a glass, he gonna get a water bottle and say, see, it takes the shape of the container. It takes the shape of the container.
I ain't got time for no bullshit, you know.
Yeah,
like, we already know what water do on Earth. Like you ain't finna sit here and be like, what water do? I can show you bro. That's because of the Earth's gravity, bro. That's what the fuck I'm trying to tell this motherfucker. But the sad part about it is we do got what he asking for though. You know what I'm saying? I thought that he was gonna be an honest interlocutor. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really think he was gonna try to goddamn finagle his way out of it. I didn't think I would have to go as far as to show the pictures of the water curving. Well, I mean, I guess let me bring these shits into the stream, you know, because it's sad, man. But these motherfuckers, they got their eyes closed and their ears plugged, man.
Yeah, because like you said, you made a valid point. Just because how America lied to us on certain things, like certain conspiracies and stuff like that, we found out there was lies. Now everybody's a lie. That's my thing. Like, why they, I don't know. Maybe because we're in America, but if we was in China, we probably wouldn't be talking this shit. But how, the Europeans and shit like that, how racism and white supremacy has, kind of like made black people jaded towards any governmental people that are in government, they're alive because they enslaved us. They're alive because they are killing us. They're alive because of this. They're alive because of that. So now they want to say, the flat earth is a lie. Show me when NASA was going around lynching black people. I'm just like, come on, man.
Shit crazy, man. Why the fuck is my shit not cooperating? Yeah, shit, number on the screen.
Carl Scott, I'm gonna boot you out. I'm gonna boot you out the live. Carl Scott, I'm gonna boot your bitch ass out the live because you talking about we ain't proved nothing but just show pictures. Okay, disprove the pictures. Either disprove the pictures, or I'm kicking your motherfucking ass out. Simple as that.
Of course, we showed the picture. What type of evidence would they prefer we present? Like, are they not looking at a screen right now? What they expect to see on the screen other than a picture or a video? What even nigga want us to come to his house and then take him to SpaceX and then fly him out of space? All right, you give me $51 million and I got you. You dumb motherfuckers. We showing you the only thing that we can show you that can prove to your dumb ass that you're wrong. But y'all niggas got your head so far up your dumb ass that you can't see.
Last B said it might not be the shape of the earth, but there is something else. We're ignoring, right? I don't understand it.
What's
Clayton? Anything you put in front of these dudes? What did Clayton? Okay, Jag. What the fuck did Clayton put in front of us? A cup of water. That's it. Jag. That's it. That's the evidence. A cup of water.
Are you looking at the screen?
Look at your motherfucker. Yeah, I'm looking at the screen.
All right, so if this ain't what Buddy Boy want, I don't know what to tell him, but I mean, you can clearly see this is a large body of water on the earth and it's curving. So where my $2,000 at, bro?
I'm gonna start booting some motherfuckers out, man. They gonna stay in the comments. I'm gonna start booting your bitch ass out. No, nigga, you kick rocks, nigga. All right, yeah, you know what? Hold on, dog. Bye. You gone.
Clayton, can you see this picture? Where is my $2,000? Well, now he see the picture and he want to leave. I know you see this shit, bro. Just send the cash up. It's $ Kweli Kush. Scroll on the bottom of the screen. Just cash out me. If you wanna send it through the website, that's cool. That'll work too. Either way, you owe me $2,000, bro. Here's another one. Clear photo of water, large body of water. But whoa, you can't see the bottom of these things, these windmills. Why you can't? Because the water's curving. What you say? Large body of water curving? That couldn't be what Clayton bet me I couldn't show him. Oh, these pictures fake too. This CGI too. Oh yeah. This shit fake too. I forgot. Come on now. Come on, buddy. Y'all folk can't still be believing this stuff. I mean, I don't know what else I can do other than to take your ass into outer space to prove to you the earth is round. You're looking at it. All you gotta do is look at it, man. And don't close your eyes and not want to see it. Just look at it. Look at the caption on this photo. It says, Lake Pontchartrain power lines demonstrating the curvature of Earth. So, any of y'all trolls in the fucking chat can explain to me why this look like it's curving. Just explain why it's curving. That's all you gotta do. If it ain't because the Earth is curving, then why is it curving? Why it look like it's curving? And then after you do that, go back and debunk all of the other shit that I showed you. Tell me why this lady got water sticking to her hand in outer space. Tell me why her hair sticking the fuck up if she not in outer space. Mm-hmm. Explain all of these things to me. Because I know they gonna say it's fake. I know they gonna say it's fake, but I want to prove that it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker can say anything. You know, I could say that the Earth is round, but after I tell you the Earth is round, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna prove it to you. I'm gonna back up what I say. I'm gonna show you evidence. Not just gonna claim the shit.
Hey, Kweli, he's talking about can you unmute him? Or I guess you did already. He said, can you unmute him?
Nah, I can't. Man, but look, bro. It's I think we've been going for a couple hours now, man. I'm about to check out, man. So unless you got something else that you want to add, bro, we can go ahead.
Man, I just hope I get this $2,000, man. You know what I'm saying? so we can just basically, man, link up, man. I'll take a vacation. I'll drive out to the A. You know what I'm saying? Chill with you, feel.
Man, that dude is not gonna send that money, man. It don't matter how wrong he is, how right he is. I kind of figured he wasn't gonna send the money, but I kind of thought it was a possibility because he seemed sincere, kind of. You know what I'm saying? I was like, he might be a real one. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't keep it real.
I don't know, man. I think his lawyer gonna look at him funny, and his lawyer probably like, yeah, we'll do this now. But yeah, he's gonna take all your money plus gonna be like, look, you were wrong, so you owe them some money.
You know they gonna take his money.
Yeah.
You know they gonna take his money. That's what
they're gonna take his money.
They gonna say, let me get a retainer, and then once he find out that it ain't going nowhere, and you know what I'm saying, they gonna keep milking him until he stop giving them money, until he wake up and realize that they just getting some money out of him. But look, bro, we made the bet. You know what I'm saying? I kept my end of it as best as I could. He tried to finagle his way out of it by saying the water wasn't large enough. You know what I'm saying? But now I even got some more pictures on there with some larger bodies of water, but it really don't matter, man, because he ain't gonna send the money no matter what we do. I could walk this nigga to the space station my damn self. I mean to NASA myself, and we could launch to the space station and go out of space. He's still gonna probably say, man, y'all probably hypnotized me and made me believe that was happening or some shit. Like they gonna find a way to keep believing what they believe, bro. Trust me. They gonna find a way to keep believing what they believe because they ain't got an open mind. They got a belief.
Clayton, last time, can you come back in and show us proof that can you debunk this photo? The photo that's being posted right now, can you debunk that, please? We're waiting on that. Because all you're saying is, it's a lie, it's an artist rendering. Really? Okay, who's the artist that drew it then? That's what we want to know. Who drew it? Who's the culprit?
And you got dumbass niggas talking about it look fake. Well, this is what I'm saying. If it look fake, show me a fake flat earth photo that's disconvincing. If this is fake, show me a flat earth fake photo that is equally good as these round earth fakes. If these are fake, where are the flat earth fakes that look just as good? Shouldn't we have a plethora of both if they're all fake? But every flat earth picture you see is going to be obviously fake. You see pictures of the earth, you might look at it and say, it might be kind of fake because your ass don't know what the fuck you looking at. But you see a flat earth picture, you gonna know hands down this is a drawing because it's not fucking real. But I could show you countless images of the earth and you're gonna claim that they're fake, but you don't know that they're fake. So show me a flat earth picture that looks as convincing as these so-called fake round earth photos. And then I'll shut the fuck up. Until then, this shit is real, bro. You can't just say the shit fake because you want it to be fake. If it's being presented as real and you can't prove otherwise, then shut the fuck up and ride with what the fuck is real. Somebody coming to you and they tell you that they went to the NFL and they've been to the Super Bowl. You don't hear me saying, nuh-uh. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you claim. Yeah, I'm gonna do my research now. If I was to Google you and I didn't find no information on you, now when you got back on the line, I'd be like, bro, I Googled you and I ain't see you on no Dallas Cowboys. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's called demonstration and proof. Anybody can say that they went to the NFL. Anybody can say that the earth is flat. But can you demonstrate it? All y'all motherfuckers in the chat talking about this shit fake. Can you demonstrate that it's fake? Because if it's fake, you should be able to demonstrate it. That's all you got to do. It's a motherfucker on YouTube named Captain Disillusion. All he do is make YouTube videos showing how other YouTubers fake shit. So if it's fake videos out there, it's motherfuckers out there that's debunking all the fake videos. How come this motherfucker don't debunk none of NASA's videos? How come nobody out there showing how NASA fake shit? You know what I'm saying? So
that part.
What about the photo that's on the screen right now? How is this fake? What about it is fake? I don't understand you motherfuckers.
And we want to know who drew it. See how dumb y'all sound? Like y'all say, oh, it's fake.
I want to hear any explanation. You know what I'm saying? Other than just a claim. Show something. Just like I'm not up here telling you the earth is round, and I ain't got nothing to show. At least I showed you something. If you were sitting here in front of me, I could probably show you some experiments. You know what I'm saying? But this is what we got to show y'all. What do y'all have to show us about your fucking flat earth? Show us something. Stop claiming stuff and prove what you claiming. It's called proof of claim. When you go to court and you say something, they gonna tell you to prove that shit. You can't just say some shit. That shit don't fly. You gotta prove that shit. You gotta demonstrate it. If you can't demonstrate it, it's just as good as it ain't happened. It ain't true. Just as good, because you can't prove it. So if you saying that these pictures are fake, if you saying that water don't have surface tension and it won't form into the shape of a ball if you don't have no gravity, then you need to prove that. Because everybody that do the research come to the same conclusion. It's only the motherfuckers that don't study and don't do no research that think the earth is flat. What they think studying is listening to a motherfucker tell them the earth is flat. And they think they done some research because they listen to a dumb motherfucker. And they don't understand half of these niggas that's promoting this flat earth shit, doing that shit for money. Because they done found a little following or whatever. And they make a little change off of their social media and shit. But they don't believe that shit because I've seen the debates. I've engaged with them and I've asked them questions. They don't want to answer questions honestly. They want to dodge the questions. They want to do mental gymnastics and finagle their way out of the truth. When we trying to get to the truth, what they want to do is they want to make it a me versus you, and I'm gonna win. I'm not in this to win this. I'm in this to find the truth. So if I'm wrong, I win. If I'm right, I won already. It don't matter. All I want to know is what the truth is. So if you can prove me wrong, I still win because now I know the truth. But if you call up here and you ain't got no evidence, all you got is some bullshit, and you contradicting yourself, then you ain't honest. I ain't got no time for that. Well, it don't look like nobody else called it in. I'm finna roll up a blunt, man. I ain't smoked in a couple hours. That's a record for me. Kwame, you there? Yo, going once, going twice. Kwame, you here? Alright, I don't know, he must put his phone down or something. Well, yeah, people, this is a new atheist experience. We usually don't talk about flat earth and all that shit, but I chose to do it today because somebody bet me $1,000 that I couldn't show them what I'm showing you right now. But yeah, you'll never hear me debate nobody about flat earth again unless somebody else want to put some money in my pocket. But usually this show is about belief, usually the God belief. You can always subscribe on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you subscribe to this podcast and on Facebook as well via Kweli Kush. So what else? Oh yeah, QualiKush.com. Go to the website. All these links will be in the video description after the stream. And appreciate all my callers, even if it didn't go so well. I appreciate you trying, doing whatever you thought you was doing. And if somebody else called, then I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear them. They couldn't hear us. But appreciate you for watching anyway and trying to call in, man. All y'all trolls out there, do your homework. Come back when you got something to show for yourself. And If you ain't got nothing to show for yourself, then stay the fuck away. Because really, we only want to talk to the people who really trying to find the truth. If you ain't trying to find the truth, then we ain't got nothing to talk about. Because this ain't about no who's right all the time and I'm smarter than you and all that shit. Well, fuck all that. We want to disseminate truth to the people. This is a journey to truth. So if you want to join us for the journey, then here we are. We live every Sunday. If you want to bullshit and finagle your way around and try to dodge questions and all that shit, go somewhere else with that. Cause